Good evening. My name is Jameer, aka Jay Russell. I would like to do my practice run speech on the importance of exercising your right to vote. Now, this is a very special topic given the relevance of our midterm election just passing. I am someone that definitely wants to take very consideration of my past histories of giving me the rights to vote. You should too. Voting was not a right that we were all guaranteed. In fact, many of us, the vast majority of us, were not able to vote in the beginning foundation stages of our country. A lot of people had to die, fight, and march for us to have this right. This is evident in our amendments. I believe it's Amendment 19 for the women who were able to finally vote after the women's suffrage movement, and Amendment 15, which gave African Americans such as myself the right to vote. Now, this was not always the case. Even after that amendment was passed, we still couldn't vote. And it's kind of sad to see how a lot of people fought, and marched, and gave their lives for us to be able to have the right to vote. And still, there's a lot of people in our country today that don't vote at all. I checked the statistics on fairvoting.com. In an election of 2016, only 58% of the eligible voters came out to vote in regards to the entire U.S. population ranging from the age of 18 and up. That's 42% of our population that is able to vote and has gone non-spoken. 42% of our population is quiet. We do not know their opinions, and we do not have an accurate representation of what our population feels is accurately conveying the message of how we want to run our country, not only in the present, but in our future. We need our population to be more active and use their voice more effectively so we can have the policies and run our country the proper way we want it to go. With 42% of our population being silent and not voting at all, that just goes to show is creating our country's being run by a small group of people. And that shouldn't be the case. If you have the right to vote, you should use it. You should want to run your country the way you want to. You should apply your voice to how your community is applying laws, policies, and responding to crisis on a daily basis. This is very important. If you're not voting, then you need to raise the awareness of knowing you're hurting yourself in the long run. Even if you don't feel you care about the candidates running or whatever the case may be, still educate yourself and go vote, because you want to make a better place for your children. You don't want them to come into a world where their family hasn't had a say in how things are run in our country. If you're disappointed and say if you're not a Trump supporter, a lot of people are not satisfied with President Trump. A lot of people are. I'm not going to pick sides. It's not the point of this topic. The point is, for the people that are disappointed but did not vote, you don't have a right to be mad right now because you neglected to use your right to actually have a voice and say something. Now, if you voted and things didn't go your way, I commend you. It's not always going to go our way, but at the same time, it's still important to vote in all situations. These elections are your way of impacting the country. It's not just one vote. I don't matter. You matter, because that one vote is it's a diseased mindset that a lot of people have, and that one vote turns into thousands, to tens of thousands, to hundreds of thousands, till now we have 42%. There's, I believe, 7 billion people in the world. I believe 287 million live in the United States. So 42%, do the math. That's at least 100 million, which is crazy that many people don't want to exercise the right to vote. Now, take that statistic back now that I think about it, because I think it's 18 and up. But it's in the millions, guaranteed. 42% of our population is not voting. That's the problem. We need to step up. Now, it's more than just voting. Campaign, raise awareness, help your community know who they're voting for, what they're voting for. make a better place for the children and the ones that are coming after us. It's not just about how you don't care about it. Have a voice. Ask your family members, the ones that do care about it. They can tell you and educate you in a simple way of what decision to make and what not to make. But we need a more accurate representation of our country, and that can only be done if people start using their voice and voting. 42% of us not voting is unacceptable. We need to take a stand. There's way too much suffering and way too much giving up for us to have the right to vote just to not use it. If you're 18 and up, please listen to this video and use your right to vote. We need you now more than ever. In the coming generations, the millennial generation is going to have a large impact on how our country is starting to run. A lot of us are starting to come to age now to have the right to vote. This is crucial that you exercise it at every given opportunity. Local election, midterm election, presidential elections. It's easy to educate yourself. There's websites, there's links all over the place where you can find out how to make the best educated vote for your election. But please use your power, because we need a better representation of our country. We need to raise awareness and be more active in how we run things, and that can only be done if we start voting. Thank you.